So this pretty much designates the start of our Northeast road trip. We are right now in Maryland. We spent all day yesterday, like 16 hours straight, driving up here. We were gonna check out some place in the morning where that ended up being all locked up. So now we're gonna go and back to the car to head somewhere else.
Yeah, check this out right here. When you're on a road trip, but you still gotta edit. Alright, so our original plan for this morning was we were gonna go meet up with Dan Bell, but he was out all night last night doing his thing, filming abandoned places, so he needs some time to rest up. So I'm going to figure out what we're going to do for the next few hours until we go meet up with Dan. And if you don't know, Dan Bell is another YouTuber who does a lot of videos in abandoned places, and he does it really differently than pretty much anyone else I've seen do the abandoned videos. Like, you can really tell that the videos are art to him, and he really puts a lot of work into them. So I highly recommend you go check out his channel if you've never seen it before. So we are now in downtown Baltimore, and I think the plan is we're just gonna kill some time, walk around until Dan's ready to go make some videos. So those of you who've been watching my Japan vlogs know what the train stations look like there in Tokyo. Here is a train station in an American city by contrast. Nobody is here. Nobody takes the trains in the US. It's kind of sad. There's vaporwave-ish music playing, neon lights. I feel like I'm in a Dan Bell video right now. I should mention it's a Wednesday too. It's not even a weekend and there's nobody here. Oh man, I wanted to go for a swim. Is that guy trying to say it would be nasty to go swimming in here? Because I kind of agree. A submarine right there. We're gonna see if we can get inside of it. So we have our ticket, and now we are going to go aboard the USS Torsk. I really hope it's not a guided tour. Like, I want to just be like,
I don't know,
left alone to roam around.
Some guy who likes ships a lot.
Maybe.
So he was like helping other people out.
Yeah. The guy said, do not push any buttons or switches. That was under the impression that everything in here you're like fully disconnected and deactivated. But maybe if they warn you not to touch the buttons, maybe it's not. Looks like this is where they would launch torpedoes from. So is this the front or the back?
The back.
Not only was this where they fired the torpedoes from, but they could fit 15 crew members. Like, they would actually sleep in here.
That is not an exit.
Oh.
It says so.
If you ever wonder what a bathroom on a submarine looks like, there you go.
Damn, he said not to touch any switches. Look at this room.
I feel like I'm filming an exploration here.
I know. Wow, look at this.
Look, it's a mill.
Yeah.
This here was the maneuvering room, and basically they would plan out where they're going on this table, and then they would just do it with all these switches and buttons and handles that you can see back there.
This was the engine room, it looks like. 10-cylinder diesel engines.
So they're like, my Ford Mustang has a better engine. This engine isn't as good. My Ford Mustang can beat it.
Check out the piston and the cylinder head.
Damn, beefy.
How many liters were these?
There's two of them.
Yeah. They had two 10-cylinder diesel engines that produced 1,600 horsepower each.
Imagine what it would sound like being in here once in the water.
Oh yeah. Oh, so these are more engines then. They had even more. Yeah. More, same exact panels. 4 engines then, maybe even more.
Where are the crew stations?
In here.
More living quarters. Do not get a lot of space living on a submarine. And all of your possessions have to fit right underneath your bed. So think maybe, hey, if you're somebody important, you might get a nicer room to stay in. You get a few more inches, pretty much. Now, if you're an executive officer, then you get a bit more room. But if you're the captain, you get all of this.
It's cool. A lot of dials.
I think this room is for controlling up and down.
Yeah.
It's really have torpedoes in the front and the back.
So let's check out the converted power plant now.
Now this is what I like to see happen to abandoned places. I mean, obviously, first choice is that they stay abandoned so we can keep exploring them. But getting refurbished instead of demolished, that's still a nice second choice. I really like how they opened it up in the middle so you can see the smokestack running right through the middle of the building. They did a nice job with this.
So this is the inside of the smokestack. Wow, that's a pretty awesome view right here. Now we're gonna find somewhere to eat before we meet up with Dan and do some actual exploration.
Wake up, Dan.
Yeah, he was busy making videos last night, so now he's sleeping all day today while we were sleeping at normal times, and now we have to wait for him.
Alright, so here is the current situation. We are still in Baltimore, waiting for Dan to wake up, and it's getting kind of close for time. We're supposed to be leaving for New York soon.
We were waiting for Dan, and he ended up taking too long to wake up, so sorry, Dan.
Yeah.
So we decided, you know what, we're gonna hit the road and just go to New York right now. Pulled over because we saw something on the side of the road. We're gonna check it out.
We were literally just driving down the highway when we saw a big rusty water tower sticking up, and we're like, that looks abandoned. Let's go look on Google Maps and see if there's an actual something abandoned underneath the abandoned water tower. And sure enough, it looked like there was, so we're gonna go check it out now.
A good pit stop. So here we are, we made it past the barricades from the road onto the property. Now we need to find the buildings.
Let's see what's back here.
There's the building behind the brush. Wow, it's huge.
Holy shit. This never ends. This looks cool in here.
Yeah, definitely. Look at the roof here. It's like there's no roof at all, but it really was because there's AC ducts.
So as you can see, Brian is getting naked over there, well, changing his pants at least, because when we got back to the car, we realized that we were both covered in ticks. So we've arrived at our destination for the night. Brian's granddad's house.
Yeah. So it's now like 12 a.m. Everyone's sleeping. So I'm gonna head off to sleep. Michael's also headed off to sleep, and that's the end of day 1.